How you doing, family? Welcome to the channel. Today I got 3 questions for you that is going to determine if this bike is the right fit for you as a beginner. Let's get into it. Now, when I say as a beginner, I'm talking about your first bike. I'm assuming that you took the MSF course, to say the least, right? And I'm also assuming that you already tried that 250, 300cc bike that they have out there. For my course, it was a Honda Rebel. Pretty cool bike, actually. And I did ride some other 1000cc bikes before I got this one as well, so I'm gonna assume that you sat on this bike too, and if you haven't, that's like the first step. Don't make the mistake of purchasing this bike, which is, in my world, a very expensive bike, especially for a beginner. If you have the chance to take this bike on a test drive, even better, right? But if you cannot take her on a test drive for whatever reason, there are many dealerships out there who don't offer test rides for some reason, right? And if you can't get a test ride on this bike and you answer no to any of the following questions, then there are a few other great bikes that you can start with. Now we're gonna start from the easiest question to answer to the hardest one. Number 1, do you value your life? And I mean, what kind of question is that? Of course people value their life, but do you really? Now let me elaborate on what I mean by that question. When I was 18, 19 years old, I drove my car. I had a Honda Civic, actually, a car that I really liked, and I drove that car to the ground, man, because I drove that car pedal to the metal more often than I should have, and that's for sure. And I know for a fact that at that stage in my life, had I gotten a bike of this caliber, a bike of this size, I probably would have caused a tragedy. And I'm not discriminating against anybody's age out there. There were people and there are people at 18 and 19 who are much more careful and cautious and aware of the consequences of their actions than I was. But you have to realize, and at that age I knew for sure that, yeah, this or any 1000cc bike simply would have been a bad idea for me. No doubt about that, okay? So if you drive your car like a maniac already and you're trying to get a leader bike, a leader sport bike as your first bike, then it's likely a bad idea, man. So value your life, know where you are, and then make the decision of getting this bike. So to me, if you already had answered no to that question, then yeah, this bike is an automatic no. I'm gonna have to apologize for the audio. It is super windy out here. This part of the country is always windy. Right across from me here is the Taiwan Strait. This is the west side of Taiwan. On that side there is China. And as you can tell, the wind is super strong here. So they got all these wind turbines that produce electric power for the country. So hey, you got to be careful with sand like that too on the floor, man, if you're just beginning, or even if you're an experienced rider. It's all relative, right? What makes you an experienced rider and what makes you a beginner rider? I mean, look, This is my first bike, but I've had her for a year. I put probably 10,000 miles on this bike already. In my first month, I rode this thing for like 3,000 miles easily. I was out all the time, training in parking lots. A good portion of those miles were in parking lots probably. And just going for cruises like this in places where there's not that many people to interrupt you, and you can see how your bike reacts to the inputs that you give her. And you can learn about throttle control. Definitely go to, I mean, that's common sense, but yeah, train a lot on your bike for sure. This bike or any bike you decide to get, or any bike that you currently have, go out and bond with her. See what's happening around your neighborhood too, right? Have a good time. But she's fun, I'll tell you that. This bike is super fun. Got the radar right there. You ain't catching me today, boy. Gotta be careful with them radars out here. They made me a better rider because I'm like constantly scanning the roads for other scooters around me, and you know, difficulty makes you stronger a lot of times in life. What doesn't kill you make you stronger, as they say, right? Make it or break it. Harder to make it, but harder to break it. And starting on a 1000cc bike can be difficult. Yeah, it can limit you to a certain extent. It can limit your growth to a certain amount of time, I believe. That's my personal opinion, obviously. Now, I would have not done it differently. To me, this is my dream bike. Yeah, there's certainly no other bike that I would personally want to trade this with, especially as a beginner. This bike helped me learn so much, and she's been very friendly to me. Almost too friendly, like I said in my last video. She can trick you. Yeah, she's friendly, but you gotta give her the respect that she deserves, right? But again, when I was 18, 19, yeah, I might have respected her for a certain amount of time, but then once you get comfortable with what she does, and once you understand her better, that's when the danger comes, because you start believing that you know more than you actually do. And that's something that I'm constantly reminding myself of. I'm constantly reminding myself not to get overly comfortable on this bike, because that's when things can happen. It's a nice day, and this is why we ride. Everybody's enjoying this day no matter what. You could be on a little scooter, you could be on a bicycle, you could be on a 1000cc, 50cc, or a leg cc. Nice. Let's have a good time on two wheels, man. And I gotta thank you guys for the comments that you've been putting out. Some of you have been helping me to even learn about my own machine. Look at this beautiful temple, guys. I know it's a bit unrelated to the video, but I had to stop here and just show you how magnificent is this place. Look at all the details, and let me know in the comments if you guys want me to go inside one of these temples and show you what they look like, because they're absolutely beautiful, full of details. Not something that you see in America for sure. Very, very different. And hey, look, there's another temple right here. Super nice, huh? Where the hell am I? Random back street. But let's get to my second question for you now, which is, can you handle the weight of this bike? It's another temple being built right there. That's cool. Can you handle the weight of this bike? This bike is 516 pounds or 232 kilos. And when I say can you handle the weight of this bike as a beginner, I would recommend that, again, you go sit on the bike and make sure that you can flat foot this bike. And you may not think that is super important at first, but as a beginner, you are going to be pressing that front brake, emergency braking quite often, more than you would like. When you press the brake on this bike in an emergency, or even when you're parking her, and you pull the front brake a little bit too hard, and again, you don't really know how the bike reacts yet to your inputs, and you press that front brake a bit too hard, she's likely to fall down. That's just the unfortunate thing about this bike, is that she's a bit heavy, and if you can't flat foot her, it makes it very difficult to park this bike. I'm assuming that if you're looking at a bike like this, you want to daily her or take her out often, you want to go to the gym, you can take this bike to the supermarket. She has the OEM saddlebags or panniers, I don't know how you pronounce them, but you can put saddlebags on this bike very easily, and you can very easily take her to the supermarket, use her every day. And so if you're gonna do that, you might end up parking her in front of your supermarket or your gym, and you gotta go up on the curb, and then to come down is gonna be harder. So I've been in many situations where I pressed the brake, this front brake right here, a bit too hard. I ended up pressing her too hard, and I relied on my legs to hold her up. Look at that cool little R15. We don't have those kind of bikes in America, but that's a 150cc sport bike. That's a cool little bike, man. You can have a ton of fun on that too. A lot of fun on those kind of bikes, and they ride them crazy out here, man. I'm taking my time because it's a nice day, beautiful rice fields, a foreign view. I got gas. Thank you for tuning in. If you're enjoying the channel, definitely give your a like, help other people see the channel, and subscribe to stay around. If you're gonna get this bike, or you just like this type of content, I'm gonna be doing my best to make better and better videos for you with better footage, and you know, I'm constantly reimagining ways to make this better for you and more enjoyable. So if you're a beginner rider, I would advise you to be able to flat foot this bike before you make a decision on getting this thing, because yeah, that front brake is no joke, and she can pull tricks on you. It's a cool KTM. I don't know what kind of bike that is, but it's nice. And yeah, lots of two-wheel love here in Taiwan. What's that? Sorry, I have headphones. Sorry. It's fast too, huh? I do wear ear protection, like I said in my last video. I do only got a slip-on this bike. However, she's still kind of loud after a certain period of time. And having earphones in and playing music a little bit in the background is kind of nice too. All this technology just makes this bike super friendly. And again, don't take her kindness for weakness, because she will get you in trouble if you don't respect her, and it can happen really quick. See that? It's just the front wheel just wants to come up, man, all the time, and that was third gear, right? You gotta respect this bike, and if you're mature enough, yeah, she will be a good friend to you. But if you're not, then she's gonna cause damage in your life. So let's get to that third question I have for you. Can you pick this bike up when she falls down? And that's a question for all of our beginners out there, because if you ask people who have been riding for many years, they're gonna tell you that at some point you're probably gonna drop your bike, right? A year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years later, a month, a day. It can happen anytime and any moment. And let's imagine it happened right now. Who's here to help me, right? Are you gonna be able to pick your bike up and get back on the saddle? 500 something pounds. You don't feel that when you're riding. When you're moving with this bike, she doesn't feel like she's a heavy girl. Not at all. She feels very stable, very planted. But like right now, right? You stop right there and there's some gravel on the floor, and you stop on one side right here with one foot. You can slip and the bike is just gonna go down. It can happen to anyone, even if you're experienced, right? Now there is a technique to pick up bikes. Okay, you never want to lift them with your back. You want to lift them with your legs. And you can search on YouTube. There's tons of tutorials on how to do that, how to pick up your super heavy Harley. You know, if you can't really pick up this bike when she falls down, as a beginner at least, and there's another good reason for you to start doing some squats. That's something that is within your control to work out and be in good shape. Now, I would also recommend that you be in somewhat of a good shape to ride any kind of a bike, because the biggest tool, the biggest modification that you can make for safety is keeping your mind up in shape. I gotta admit that if it wasn't for this map right here, I would have no idea where I am. Technology is a beautiful thing. It is because of technology that I was able to stay safe on this bike, because let me tell you, man, I have made a lot of mistakes on this bike. And yeah, I had some close calls during the last year on this bike for sure. And these close calls were not exactly because this bike is so big and because this bike is so powerful, but simply because life happens, right? Anything can happen at any moment in time, and you have to be ready for that. Another reason for you to keep your mind healthy, because that's the tool that you have in order to keep safe out here.